It is 8:05 in the morning, 51 degrees outside. Daniel Phillips says, cloudy, breezy, and cool today, a high of 62. Clearing and cooler tonight, a low of 46 this evening. More importantly, about 6:30 tonight, temperatures will be about 53, 54 degrees at kickoff. Perfect football weather. In case you've been living under a rock, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns hosting Georgia State in Sunbelt Conference action tonight. Kickoff is at 6:30. The game is on the worldwide leader on ESPN, but the Cajuns need you at Cajun Field. Joining us right now to talk about the game, the athletic director for the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns, Dr. Bryan Maggard. Dr. Maggard, welcome back.
Good morning. Beautiful fall day. And like you said, it's going to be football weather tonight.
We were talking about this off the air right before we came on. Perfect weather tonight. It'll be cool. So maybe if you don't have a Louisiana Ragin' Cajun sweatshirt, stop by the Red Zone, stop by the pro shop. Get a black sweatshirt tonight because it's blackout tonight.
That's right, blackout tonight. Military appreciation. Got the McDonald family 4-pack tickets going on. It's military get in free with an ID. We also have a faculty staff appreciation going on tonight. Faculty and staff can come in free. It's youth football. Young kids wear their jersey. They get in free.
I love it.
It's the price is right. It's going to be fun. And GA parking is free. So
That's
just come out, have a great time. But we need a great showing again. And our fan base did a tremendous job for homecoming. Over 28,000 people. But we need that tonight on the flagship ESPN.
And that's the big thing. People don't realize how important being seen or having a full stadium being seen on a national broadcast, how important that is to the university.
Huge. I think it just makes a statement, right? It in addition to showcasing the university and the city of Lafayette, Louisiana, people see that, hey, that's a community that supports their football program, and that just continues to elevate our profile. It's a great thing, and I got more compliments from people who watched the game on TV, seeing how good it looked on TV. So
I was about to ask you about that because Saturday's homecoming game was on ESPNU. It's an 11 o'clock start time, which for a lot of longtime fans is a sticking point, that they have to wake up early. The tailgate experience gets cut short because the game starts so early. But still, nearly 30,000 fans on Saturday. It looked great on the ESPNU broadcast. That goes a long way, not just for the program in terms of its success on the field, but also in terms of the Ragin' Cajun name brand.
Mm-hmm.
How does a large attendance and a great showing on television impact the name brand?
Well, it continues to elevate it, right? And it's not just the name brand, but it's the university as a whole. And that's what I keep, telling people, that athletics is merely a vehicle to elevate the profile of the entire university. We have a great university, in southern Louisiana right here. You can use that opportunity to grow your enrollment, right? That's a great thing to do. That generates revenue for the university as a whole. And then when you do that, you're able to attract even better faculty than we already have, right? And then you can grow your academic program. So it just elevates the profile of the whole institution, but it also elevates the profile of Lafayette, Louisiana, the community and the region. And so when people see that, hey, this is a thriving football program, you can look at Alabama, you can look at other schools that have had that experience, and the sport of football was one vehicle that helped elevate the entire university and the communities.
Dr. Bryan Maggard joining us on Acadiana's Morning News. You mentioned rising and elevating. The Sunbelt Conference's motto just a few years ago was "Together We Rise," and it looks like the Sunbelt Conference has done that. Looking pretty good in the conference realignment situation. You just came back from the conference meeting in Atlanta. What's the general feeling right now from the current Sunbelt presidents about the addition of the 4 new teams?
Well, it's a fantastic feeling, to be honest with you. We feel like, out of all the leagues that transitioned, we may have had the most success. First of all, we knew as a conference that we were better together, and everyone was committed to staying together because we have a great thing going. But with the 4 teams that we just added, and the official announcement from JMU will come on Saturday morning, we could not be more happy and feel like we're in a great position to continue to rise, right? And because our goal, we want to dominate the group of 5, and we feel like we took huge steps in doing that.
And for as good as the Sunbelt Conference is in football right now, and you look at the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns, ranked number 24 in this week's poll. Coastal Carolina still ranked nationally in both the AP and the USA Today polls. Appalachian State, over the last few years, has consistently been in the top 25 polls. This helps on the football level because you have 4 programs that historically have been competitive in their conferences and in their respective divisions. But you look at what it does for baseball and softball, what this realignment does for the basketballs and your Olympic sports. This, from an all-around standpoint, makes the Sun Belt Conference arguably the top group of 5 conference.
I think you're spot on, and that's kind of the way we feel about it, and we look at it the same way. In addition to that, we added 4 quality programs who have tremendous fan bases. Like, I cannot wait until we host Southern Miss over here for a football game because their fans will travel. And I know App State feels the same way about Marshall, right? And so it's just going to be a great opportunity to continue to build regional rivalries and to provide fans the opportunity to travel easily to some away games.
And one of those benefits of being able to travel easily and bring fans not just to Cajun Field and the Cajun Dome or to Teague-Moore Field or Lamson Park, but to the other facilities in the Sun Belt Conference, the easier it is for fans to travel, the more money that comes into these athletic departments. And that allows UL and these other programs to continue to improve their facilities. With that in mind, what's the latest on Cajun Field and the updates there?
Right. So, we're still in the fundraising mode, if you will, but, we're right around the $32 million mark in monies raised. We've got several asks out there right now and gifts we need to close, and we still have more asks to make. And then we'll go out and we'll start selling our premium products, things like our suites and our club seats and our loge boxes, and that'll generate, a tremendous amount of revenue that will go toward the funding of this project. So we're in the design phase now. We're still trying to finish out on raising those philanthropic capital gifts. And then, knock on wood, everything goes as planned. Hopefully we can start turning dirt next summer.
Dr. Bryan Maggard on Acadiana's Morning News. At the risk of making this sound like the Jerry Lewis telethon, if individual people want to call and make individual donations, every little dollar helps. Yeah. Can people do that?
Well, they can, but the easiest way, don't have to call. Just go to ragingcajuns.com, go into the RCAF tab, and we've got it down to like 2 or 3 clicks, and you can contribute to any bucket you would like to, right? Whether that's the annual fund, which is monies that aren't designated for anything, specifically, or you can give to a specific sport program. If you have an affinity for baseball or football or women's basketball, you can give to that respective sport, or you can give to our capital projects. RagingCajuns.com, go into the RCAF tab under Give, and knock yourselves out.
There you go. I want to circle back to realignment for a second. And if you read the boards, you read Twitter, Louisiana Tech right now is getting heckled mercilessly, not just by their Conference USA rivals, but also by fans of the Raging Cajuns athletic program. And that goes back to a long history dating back to nearly 30 years when Louisiana Tech left the Sun Belt Conference. Right now, they're caught in the middle of the Conference USA's shifts with their realignment. Have there been any talks about Louisiana Tech coming back to the Sun Belt Conference? What's going on that front?
I think Louisiana Tech would be a program that should the Sun Belt want to add schools down the road, right? After the dust settles with these 4 new ads, and should we realize that, hey, it makes sense to do that, and it would have to make sense for us. I think you'd have to logically look at Louisiana Tech just from a regionality geographic standpoint, right? But right now, our appetite is to let's get these 4 new schools settled in, let's transition them in, and then again, if the league feels that it makes sense to add maybe 2 more schools, then I think you'd see La Tech in the conversation for sure.
But nothing immediate, nothing in the near future.
No, and we talked about that at our meetings, yesterday. It's just there's no sense of urgency to do that right now. There's no magic number out there, whether it's 14 or 16, but we do recognize that, should we add, right? Should we add, we would want to look at quality of athletic programs and geographic location. And certainly, without a doubt, Louisiana Tech checks both of those boxes. But we'd need to find another school to do that as well. And so, but no, we're very excited about transitioning the 4 in, but like I said, we've had discussions about adding a couple more, but that's been put on hold for now.
Dr. Bryan Maggard joining us on Acadiana's Morning News, here to talk about the goings-on with the Ragin' Cajun Athletic Department. Of course, the big one, tonight's game against Georgia State at the Cajun Dome, 6:30 kickoff. It's Veterans Appreciation Night, or Military Appreciation Night. Why is it so important for the athletic department to honor those from Acadiana and from elsewhere who serve the United States in the military?
Well, we've been doing our Louisiana Salutes game theme for a long time, right? And again, first of all, we're just very appreciative for those who have served and those who are continuing to serve, right? And the families of people who've lost people who have served. And so this is just a very small token of appreciation that we do annually. We always line it up with our blackout game, right? And so this is going to be a fun one because, we're going to be on national television tonight. It's going to be fantastic weather, and it's going to just be a great evening to honor the men and women who have and currently serve our country. We hope they come out in droves tonight because we want them to have a good time and just relax and their families.
Yeah.
It's just that time. Let's do it, and let's get a good crowd around them, right? Because they are going to come out. Our military men and women are going to come out tonight, and we need a great student crowd again because they make a difference.
Oh, yeah.
We had over 8,000 students at homecoming.
Wow.
They made a difference, I promise you. And I do hear from my AD counterparts, who've played here, particularly this year, and they're just talking about it. They feel our students when they're back there. So students show up, but certainly we need Acadiana and Lafayette to come out tonight. Let's have a great showing on ESPN. Let's surround our military men and women tonight as well. Wear black. Kick at 6:30, Cajun Field. And if you can get away from work and start tailgating a little early, please do.
Yeah.
Actually, gates 1 and 5 are open right now as we speak, so you can start coming out. But to certainly, if you can get out there around 4 o'clock, 4:30, start having fun.
And if you've not bought your tickets yet, single game tickets are relatively inexpensive. It's great for the whole family. If you're looking for something to do tonight, say, hey, kids, let's go to the game. You can do so for cheap.
Absolutely. We have the McDonald's Family 4-pack for $50. So whether it's a family or you and 3 friends, that's only $12.50 a ticket. General admission parking is free at both the Cajun Dome and the Light Center. And then if your child is a youth football player, wear their jersey, and they get in free tonight as well. Faculty staff appreciation. Our faculty and staff just need to show their ID, and they'll get in free, but as do our military men and women.
That is awesome. Again,
very affordable night. It's going to be fun.
Indeed. Against Georgia State, a great team in the Sun Belt Conference, and lately has become a bit of a rival for the Ragin' Cajuns on the football front. 6:30 kickoff. Gates open at, you said, tailgating starts about, 4 o'clock? Or
yeah, I mean, actually now.
Yeah,
right?
Tailgating's open now because the gates are open.
Gates 1 and 5 are open now. But
and I'll bet you there's somebody out there right now cooking breakfast for tailgate.
Got some hot chocolate and schnapps going, and and that's. I sent a text to our Deputy AD CFO Dwayne Bailey. Said make sure Sodexo has a lot of hot chocolate tonight because again, it's going to be in the 50s.
Yep.
Put on your coat, put on your hat, come out. Have cold beverages, hot beverages. Just have a good time tonight. It's ESPN, Lafayette, Louisiana, the Ragin' Cajuns. It's going to be a good football game. To your point, Georgia State is very athletic. They're very well coached, and if you recall, they took us to overtime at their place last year.
Right.
For us to beat them. Good football team. It's going to be a good game tonight.
It certainly will. 6:30 kickoff. Gates are open right now if you want to go tailgate. Free general admission parking at the Light Center and at Cajun Field. Again, family 4-pack. It amounts to $12.50 a ticket. If your kid plays football, youth football, wear the jersey. Gets in free. Faculty and staff at UL, show your ID. You get in for free. For everybody else, again, relatively inexpensive to get a ticket. Yep. Wear black, show up, 6:30 kickoff tonight as the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns take on Georgia State. Military Appreciation Night, too, so if you're a member of the military, you get in free as well.
Absolutely. And just remember, it's the number 24 ranked team in America.
That's right, the
Come
number
out,
24 Louisiana Ragin'
support
Cajuns.
Them, and let's continue to show the nation what we do in Lafayette, Louisiana.
Absolutely. Dr. Bryan Maggard, Athletic Director for the University of Louisiana. As always, we appreciate the time. We'll do it again soon.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
Thank
We
you.
will, you too. It's coming up now.
8:19.
Yeah, 8:19.